Hello, welcome back to Urban X-Files. My name is Keith and today I am continuing this series of haunted cemeteries, episode 6. In today's haunted cemetery video is the cemetery that's located in Franklin County, Ohio, Columbus. And this is Camp Chase Cemetery. The Camp Chase Cemetery is Confederate cemetery, and it serves as the final resting place for over 2,000 Confederate soldiers, and this is located at the site of a Union prisoner of war camp. The need for a cemetery arose after the horrific epidemic of a smallpox outbreak sometime in the 1860s. The compound with crowded conditions and a lack of food and shortage of medicine quickly killed off many of its prisoners. With that kind of history, it's no surprise that this graveyard is haunted. It's also got numerous entities, spirits or ghosts, whatever you want to call them, that are said to haunt this cemetery. First is the Lady in Grey. As with many places like this, there is always a grey lady, a brown lady, a black lady of various variations of colours. And many who have visited this cemetery have shared an experience. While walking among the tombstones, they see a young lady dressed in grey, and the woman is always transparent. And the woman is always carrying a small white handkerchief. She has been seen standing over two particular graves. She's always got her head bowed, paying respects and what sounds like a cry. One of the graves which she stands over is that of an unknown soldier, while the other belongs to a Benjamin Allen of the 50th Tennessee Infantry Regiment. There are often fresh flowers laid on the graves after sighting this lady, when others have witnessed her literally walking through the trees surrounding the cemetery or through a closed iron gate that is blocked off in the night time. Her identity is uncertain, but often many refer to her as the Grey Lady, or the Woman in Grey. But when she is approached, she simply disappears. Others have noticed that she is often seen to walk very slowly and disappears in thin air. One particular incident sees the Grey Lady during a Civil War reenactment in 1988. Onlookers enjoying this historical action reported a sound of crying and a woman unable to find the source of these noises. People who were concerned that there might be someone who's injured or lost, but there was an attempt made to find the source, yet no source for the mournful cries could be found. Others have noted that as the cries start, there were several tents and lightweight tables blown in a gust of wind that come from nowhere. And this is on a warm, sunny day. There are those who are familiar with the history of Camp Chase Cemetery believe it was the infamous Grey Lady who was disturbed by the reenaction of this Civil War battle. Some believe the ghost is a woman who's called Louisiana, and she is a southerner whose father sent her north for her education as the war broke out. She eventually married a Yankee, which is a northerner, after the Civil War. She would place flowers on the graves of those who lost their lives during the war. She would often dress in black and make her way hidden so others didn't recognize who she was, placing flowers on those poor soldiers' graves. Later on, her identity was revealed, and she began to work to restore the cemetery with the cemetery caretakers. Could it still be that she watches over the graves, still trapped in that time where civil war was unrest? Perhaps she doesn't realize that she's gone, and she's forever dedicated her soul to pay respects to the ones who are sadly no longer with us. Now, the Grey Lady isn't the only spirit to haunt this cemetery. A paranormal group recording an investigation in the cemetery had also included multiple photographs taken after the other, and as they were reviewing these images, they realized one picture in particular showed the shadowy figure of a man that disappeared within the next image. It was only a split second. Now, the sounds of the weeping are often heard at Camp Chase and have been recorded by many people on various occasions, yet the source has never been identified. There are other shadowy figures, and various operations have been spotted in various parts, including those of soldiers dressed in Confederate uniforms marching in rank through the cemetery, although some say that they have glowing red eyes. This makes me think these are not restless spirits. There has also been the sound of children playing happily when no children are present. Bugle calls have been heard between dusk and dawn, and cries, weeping, and other strange sounds are not uncommon at Camp Chase Cemetery. This is a very haunted cemetery. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you all in the next video.